Have you ever wondered if the change in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars? What if I told you that one ordinary-looking penny, minted in 1982 without a mint mark, could be your lucky ticket to a small fortune? That's right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of copper that has sparked the interest of coin collectors and treasure hunters across the country. Whether you're a lifelong collector or just someone who enjoys checking their change for hidden gems, this is one coin you'll want to know all about. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the rich history, unique features, and surprising value of this rare penny. Let's go back to the early 1980s. The United States Mint had a problem. Copper prices were rising rapidly, and producing pennies using primarily copper was becoming too expensive. Up until 1982, pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. But in that year, the mint made a major change to cut costs. They started producing pennies with a new composition, 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, applied as a thin coating. This change happened midway through 1982, which led to multiple versions of the penny being produced in the same year. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1982 alone, the U.S. Mint struck 7 different varieties of the Lincoln penny. These included large and small date versions, copper and zinc compositions, and both Denver mint mark and no mint mark versions. But among all these, one particular coin stands out, the 1982 no mint mark small date copper penny. This coin is extremely rare. In fact, for many years, collectors believed it didn't exist. Then, a few lucky individuals discovered them, and the coin collecting world was never the same. Now, let's talk about how to know if you have the real deal. There are a few key features you need to look for. First, check the date. On the front of the coin or the obverse side, you'll see the year 1982. Pay close attention to the shape of the numbers. A small date version has a more delicate and slimmer appearance, especially noticeable in the number 2. It looks higher and more level with the rest of the date. A large date version has thicker numbers, and the 2 appears lower. Second, turn the coin on its side or drop it gently on a table. If you hear a high-pitched ring, it's likely copper. If the sound is duller, you might have a zinc penny. You can also weigh the coin. This is one of the most reliable methods. A copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. A small digital scale that measures in grams can help you sort this out quickly. Finally, look at the mint mark, or rather, the absence of it. A 1982 penny with no mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. If you have a 1982 penny with no mint mark, a small date, and it weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you may have one of the rarest modern Lincoln cents in existence. So why is this coin so valuable? As mentioned earlier, the U.S. Mint was transitioning from copper to zinc in 1982. During this time, a limited number of copper planchets, those are the blank coins before they're struck, were accidentally used to mint the small date no mint mark version. This mistake, combined with the fact that no one expected this variety to exist, makes the coin both rare and highly sought after. There are only a handful of confirmed examples, making it one of the holy grails for Lincoln cent collectors. Now let's talk about money. If your 1982 no mint mark small date copper penny is worn or heavily circulated, it might be worth a few $100s. If it's in better condition, let's say lightly circulated or with minimal wear, collectors might pay anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for it. Now here's the exciting part. If your coin is in uncirculated or certified condition, meaning it has been graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC, the value can skyrocket. One verified example of this coin sold at auction for $12,000. Yes, $12,000 for a single penny. Another example, graded MS63 red by PCGS, sold for over $10,000. These are not just rare coins. They're valuable assets. So what does this all mean for you? It means that the next time you check your loose change or go through that old jar of coins in the closet, you could be looking at a small fortune without even knowing it. The 1982 no mint mark small date copper penny is proof that rare coins and valuable pennies aren't always locked away in museums or vaults. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to find them. If you've got a 1982 penny, grab a scale, take a close look, and do some testing. Who knows? You could be sitting on a penny worth thousands. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos on rare coins, coin collecting tips, and hidden treasures in your pocket change. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with your friends or family. You never know who might have one of these valuable coins without realizing it. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. You might just strike gold and copper. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and wondered if one of those old pennies could be worth a small fortune? What if I told you that a simple 1963 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, something you may already have in an old jar or drawer, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's right. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating story behind the 1963 no mint mark Lincoln penny, how to spot a valuable one, and why collectors are paying top dollar for certain versions of this humble coin. If you enjoy rare pennies, coin collecting, or want to learn how to make money from coins you already own, keep watching. You might just strike gold and copper. Historical background. Why was the 1963 penny created? To truly understand the 1963 Lincoln penny, we need to step back in time. This penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it replaced the Indian head cent that had been in circulation since the mid-1800s BY 1963. The Lincoln penny design had been in use for over 50 years, featuring Lincoln's profile on the front and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. So, a 1963 penny shows Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that would remain until the year 2008. Now, during this time, coins were struck at different U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But in 1963, coins made in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark. That's why when you look at a 1963 penny and see no letter under the date, you're holding one that was made at the Philadelphia Mint. How to identify a genuine 1963 NO mint mark Lincoln and why identifying a 1963 no mint mark penny is easy, but finding a valuable one takes a bit more knowledge. First, flip the coin and look at the date. If it says 1963 and there is no small letter underneath it, no D and no S, then it was struck in Philadelphia. Next, check the condition of the coin. Collectors use terms like circulated, uncirculated, and mint state to describe a coin's quality. Circulated coins show wear from use, while uncirculated coins still have their original shine and fine details. Also, look for errors. Some 1963 pennies were struck with mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, or even coins that were stamped on the wrong metal planchet. These errors can make the coin far more valuable. Key details. Weight, material, and mint marks. Here are the essential specs for a 1963 Lincoln penny. Weight: 3.11 grams. Material: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Diameter: 19 millimeters. Mint marks: no mint mark for Philadelphia. D4 Denver Edge. Plain designer: Victor D. Brenner, Frank Gasparo. Now, remember, only coins made in Philadelphia in 1963 have no mint mark. That alone doesn't make them rare, but condition and error varieties can set your coin apart. Why this coin is rare or valuable? So why is the 1963 no mint mark penny considered valuable by collectors? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. While millions were minted, over 750 million to be exact, most of them were heavily circulated. That means finding a 1963 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is far less common than you might think. Even more valuable are those with minting errors. A double die, for example, occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die in slightly different positions, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the date or lettering. These coins are rare and highly sought after. Another factor is the metal itself. Because these pennies are 95% copper, their base metal value alone is worth more than 1 cent. And when copper prices rise, interest in older pennies also increases. Current market value in different SONDITIONS. Let's talk about how much these coins are worth today, depending on their condition. Heavily worn 2 to 5 cents. These are common and have little value beyond copper content. Lightly circulated, 10 to 25 cents. Better condition but still not rare. Uncirculated $1 to $5. These coins show no signs of wear and have full detail. High-grade uncirculated $10 to $100 or more. Certified coins. In MS67 red condition, a 1963 no-mint mark penny can sell for upwards of $500 or more. Real auction examples. Let me give you some real examples. A 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln cent graded MS67 red by PCGS recently sold at auction for over $700. That's right, just one penny, less than a gram of copper, sold for hundreds of dollars simply because of its condition and grade. Another example. A double-die 1963 penny with noticeable doubling on the date sold for $250 in circulated condition. That same coin, if found in uncirculated condition, could easily bring in over $1,000. These prices are not just estimates. They are actual auction results from respected auction houses and certified coin grading companies. Conclusion. How this coin could make you rich. So, how can this penny make you rich or lucky? Simple, by knowing what to look for and checking your spare change. You could be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. The 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but under the right circumstances, it can be a hidden treasure. If you have old jars of coins, shoeboxes in the closet, or rolls of pennies lying around, take the time to go through them. Use a magnifying glass, check for mint errors, and pay attention to the coin's condition. It only takes one coin to make it all worth it. Call to action. Check your change and subscribe. Now it's your turn. Go check your coins. You never know, you might already have a 1963 penny worth hundreds of dollars just waiting to be discovered. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We share videos every week about rare pennies, coin collecting tips, and valuable coins you should be looking for. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Have you ever found an old penny in your change and wondered if it might be worth more than just 1 cent? What if I told you there's a coin out there, a simple penny, that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars and you might already own one without knowing it? Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1909 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This isn't just any old coin. It's one of the most iconic and sought-after pieces in American coin collecting. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's take a slow and steady walk through history, coin collecting, and maybe even a little luck. The year was 1909. It marked the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most beloved presidents in American history. To commemorate this milestone, the United States Mint decided to do something it had never done before: feature a real person on a circulating coin. Before that, American coins mostly showed symbols like eagles, Lady Liberty, and shields. But in 1909, the Lincoln cent made its debut, replacing the Indian head penny. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, a sculptor known for his admiration of Lincoln. This was a huge moment. The Lincoln penny became the first regular-issue American coin to feature a U.S. president. And because of this historic change, the 1909 Lincoln cent quickly became a favorite among collectors. But not all 1909 Lincoln pennies are created equal. Some carry a mint mark and others don't. Today, we're focusing on the version that does not have a mint mark, the 1909 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So how do you know if you have the right one? Let's break it down. First, you'll want to look at the date on the front of the coin, known as the obverse. If it reads 1909, that's a good start. Next, check just below the date. If there's no mint mark, meaning there's no small letter like S under the year, then you might have the Philadelphia version of this coin. Philadelphia was the main minting location for the 1909 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. But beware, there are other versions of the 1909 penny, including the 1909 S and the very famous 1909 SVB, which are even rarer. But today, we're sticking with the no mint mark variety. To confirm authenticity, make sure your coin matches these key features. The front shows a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln. The back says 1 cent and United States of America. Along with the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, the initials VDB may appear at the bottom on the reverse, which stand for Victor David Brenner. Some versions of the 1909 no mint mark penny include these initials, while others do not. A real 1909 penny will also have a sharp, clean design. Watch out for worn-out coins or fakes made from different materials. Let's go over the physical details of the 1909 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Weight: 3.11 grams diameter, 19 millimeters material, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Mint location, Philadelphia Edge, plain designer, Victor David Brenner. One thing to look out for is errors. Some 1909 Lincoln pennies may have slight doubling of the date or letters, which can significantly increase their value. These are known as double die errors. Another point of interest, if your coin has the initials VB on the reverse side, especially at the bottom center between the wheat stalks, it could be worth more. These initials were removed later in the same year due to public controversy. Now you might be asking, why is this coin valuable if it was made in Philadelphia and has no mint mark? Great question. While over 72 million of these coins were minted in Philadelphia in 1909, many have been lost, damaged, or worn out over time. Finding one in good condition, especially in uncirculated or near-perfect shape, is getting harder and harder. What makes it valuable is not just age, but condition and scarcity. Collectors prize coins that are original, with minimal wear, clear details, and no damage, even though it's more common than the 1909 SVB penny. The 1909 no-mint mark penny still holds its place as a key date for Lincoln cent collectors. It was the first year of issue and the beginning of one of the most beloved coin series in U.S. history. Let's talk about what everyone wants to know. How much is this coin worth today? Here's a general breakdown of value based on condition. Worn or heavily circulated, $2 to $5 average circulated, $5 to $15 uncirculated, $25 to $150 brilliant uncirculated or red-toned, $200 to $400 plus certified by PCGS or NGC in high grade, $500 to over $1,000 in rare cases. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if it's in pristine condition and properly graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Let me give you some real-world examples of what collectors have paid at auction. A 1909 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS66 red by PCGS sold for $646 at a heritage auction sale. Another example in MS67 red condition reached $1,035, showing just how much collectors value top-quality coins from the first year of the Lincoln cent series. Even lower-grade certified examples have sold for over $100 simply because they are original and preserved. These are not hypothetical numbers. These are real sales from respected auction houses and coin dealers. Now, here's the big takeaway. If you're someone who holds onto old coins, or if you've inherited a collection from a loved one, don't overlook the humble penny. Especially if it's dated 1909 with no mint mark, this small coin could be a hidden treasure. And while it might not make you a millionaire overnight, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined, especially if it's in great shape. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you check your change jar, an old drawer, or even a piggy bank, look for that 1909 penny. Check the date, check for the mint mark or the lack of one, and pay attention to the condition. You just might have a valuable coin hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare pennies, coin collecting, and valuable coins to look for in your pocket change, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny has a story. Yours just might be worth more than you think.